Hello everyone, it's Terry and welcome to my channel, and this is going to be a update for May 2024, and I'm gonna really keep this short. So if I rush through, feel free to ask me any questions. If I go so fast, I am just gonna make my way back here to this is the east end of the greenhouse. This is southeast. Today is May the 7th. Could that really be? Anyway, I'm back here where a lot of things were resting, getting higher, cooler conditions during the resting period, the winter. Mostly Encyclias, some Cattleya hybrids, some Colostylus, and a few other things. This is an Encyclia cross. Looks like it's putting forth some growths. This is a Encyclia species. I believe it starts with an I. And it's very similar to Cochleata. This cross is Floribunda crossed with cordigera. And down here is Orchid jungle crossed with recurva. And then I've got a few others down here. Phoenicea. And this is Walkerinter. And this is my Cattleya small world crossed with Hippodamia. BC Hippodamia. All sort of coming out of a semi-rest. There are roots forming and new growths. But a lot of these things are going to be moved outside. So here is another. This is my Dendrobium senile or senile, or as Roger Frampton calls it, Mr. Harry. And it's still putting out those growths. This is Colostylus falcata. Up there is Encyclia hamburyi. And that is my boothiana, and this is adenocaule. But down here is Bulbophyllum Manchind, however you want to pronounce it. And I believe that I saw a new growth starting, yeah, right there, or that could actually be a spike. We will see, and I'll explain later. But that's good. And then here, there are growths, looks like there are growths, and could possibly be some inflorescence as well on that. And I'm not sure where the tag on that is. I will try to figure that out and put it in the description. But moving on down, here is, I don't know what it is. This is a path, and again, the tag is somewhere, and I'll identify it in the description. Also on this table is a new spike coming out of this Dendrobium that bloomed for me in the winter, and that is Uniwai Prince. This is my Dendrobium bensonii. Looks like it's still resting. Moving on down, here's my Dockrilla rigida. My two Phalaenopsis Raymond Burrs that did bloom. Down here are some Cattleyas. There's a Dendrobium. I think that's maybe Miva cadabra. Back over here, I've got a few Angraecoids and some areas. This is the Encyclia incubans. This is an area something. It's a species. This is my Leonis, Angraecum leonis. This is some areas again. This is Hyacinthoides, and this is Spicata. Back here is my Eranthes ramosa, and next to it is cross. That is Biermans times Jereme. That's an Eburnum. Looks like down there. Could be a root. Anyhow, and then to the left of that is prey stands, Angraecum's prey stands. And right here is my Bulbophyllum Manchind that I've shown you that spike. And then I pointed out that spike that's developing, and then I noticed this right here. And there's this, which could be a growth, a new growth. Those could be growths, but we'll see. And before I bump my head on this, this is Gongora tricolor. It's got a spicy fragrance. Flowers don't last so long when they're in the sun. And there's another spike over here. It's already had one bloom. Okay. Let's keep moving. Down here are some of my paths. Some need repotting. Looks like I'm getting some new leaves, which is good. Here's Dendrobium normandiense. Still in flower, very long lasting. It's a smaller version of Atriviolaceum. And right here is my Sologeny pandarata that I just got. And I moved it into a more shadier location. I thought it was getting a little bit too much sun. But that spike is still intact, thank God. And here is my Grimangus stapuliflorum. Still in flower. Long lasting. Okay. This is my Angraecum Acriopsis, and I just wanted to point out the root tips that are looking really nice. There's one flower left on my Paphiopedilum Key Lime. Key Lime stars. There's the tag. And this little beauty is just still in bloom for months and months and months on that spike. because this Phalaenopsis keeps going, which is Phalaenopsis stars handlebar mustache. And I've got a lot of spikes happening on these Phalaenopsis. And then here's my Joyce Stewart, Angraecum Joyce Stewart. That's got 1, 2, 3 inflorescences. And right behind here is, this is a Dendrobium rotostictum. This Phalaenopsis here is Leodoro. This is Sweet Memory Leodoro. Here is another Phalaenopsis. This is a green one. And to the left here is my Uchale or Encyclia. This is tagged as a Marina. Hopefully, fingers crossed that it is. But I've got some sheaths that have been on the plant for a while and lots of growth. Back over this way is my Angraecum wall, pretty much. And I've got my Barcarius here as well. There's a couple there. In addition to that, I've got my Zabilia virginalis, looking pretty good. But yeah, my Iridae Erangus here, this is Erangus rotiana. It's putting out lots of new growths. This is my biloba. And this is a cross. This is actually Pioneer, I think. You see that new leaf there. This is my Distincta, looking really nice. This is a Kirkii. And this right here is a it is what is it? Urichrome Rothschildiana, and this is a cross. This is Victorian Nile, Uriangus Victorian Nile. Still doing really well for me. Hasn't bloomed yet though. And this is another cross, Urangus cross over here. You can see it's putting up new leaves. This one is Ludio alba crossed with Pumilio. All right, and this is a Carnea. Carnea, Arangus carnea. And this is my pride, my Aranthes Enrichii. And you can see that it's also putting up a new leaf. Big plant. Can't wait to see blooms. And back here, this is Aranthes caudata. And then here's another Angraecum, which is Xerophyllum. My little Pleurothallus. And then up above here is my Phalaenopsis gigantea, which is the one I left in the pot overnight. And it was 30 degrees or 40, and it's still doing okay. It's not dying. So, yay. Okay, am I skipping anything? I don't think. So let's move on. Actually, right here is my Dendrobium finianum, which is the oculatum variety. It does have a fragrance, but not right now. And down here is my Bulbophyllum Cattleya Simpkins. That has been featured a lot in recent days because it's got lots of inflorescence on the plant that have, looks like it's got sequentially blooming inflorescence. And there's a flower for you. Hopefully that's in focus. Does have that hinged lip. And as I said, there's another one that's partially opening, and back here, more buds all over. Love it. That's Natalie Simpkins. This is my Jade Dragon and Angraecum Jade Dragon, which is another Angraecum. And up here, this is my Arangus Modesta times Arangus Elro. Still got that spike there. Here is my Maxillaria tenuifolia, Yamada. So fragrant and just beautiful. Here is still in bloom, Phalaenopsis Timothy Christopher times Bellina. And right here, this is Phalaenopsis Mickey Chow. Let me just pull the tag out. I am not doing a good job. Phalaenopsis Mickey Mock Chow Bears Queen. There's that flower. And I don't want to miss this flower. This is Dendrobium falconeri. Let's see, down here. This is my raniferum, Epidendrum raniferum that I planted in that live moss. And it's got that sheath there. Still elongating here. This is my Epidendrum pseudo-epidendrum. Epidendrum pseudo-epidendrum. There's the tag. Got two of them in that sheath. You see that spike pushing through there. Boy, this is so fragrant. Right behind here is my Dendrobium cattleya, which has 3 spikes on it. And there's the flowers. This back here is my picta, Maxillaria picta. And you see those roots that are curling around the rim of that plant, the rim of the pot, with that green tip, dark red. Amazing. Here's that little Phalaenopsis. There's the name. Let's look up here. This is my Dendrobium Gatton Sunray. And I'm glad I kept. So, doing okay. And then I have various Brassavolas up and around here. Here is, I believe that's going to be a flower spike. And this is Bulbophyllum Manchind. Here is more flowers. Phalaenopsis. This little Bulbophyllum, this is Minnie Mouse. There's my big Dendrobium spectabile that tried to bloom, and it's giving me some new growths at the base. This right here is my Phalaenopsis mock chow yu that is in bud. I gotta prop that up so that survives. And then I have another Picta that's got those new growths are nice. Here is a Rodriguezia that is Dockrilla, and I think that might actually be a flower spike. That is my Dendrobium Dockrilla, and is that a new growth coming up there? Looks like it. Here is Encyclia cordigera. It's tagged as Atriopurpurean. Very, very fragrant. Very fragrant. And down below here is another fragrant orchid, which is my Phalaenopsis boothiana. Got two spikes going on it. That's probably about it. I'm gonna do a little repot on these. Are some of my antelope Dendrobiums, Lasianthera crosses. They're giving me some new growths. Actually, this is not. This is my Hawaiian Spectacular. And then there's a Cattleya back there, but you can see the roots coming out on that. And there's a new growth coming out on this side. This is a Lasianthera that will all go outside. Now let's go outside and wrap this up. First thing that we encountered out here is my LC Tropical Pointer Cheetah, and it's got that new growth maturing, as well as that growth coming out of the bottom of the plant. And I've got some Encyclias here. This is my Cattleya Small World. Here is my Irides multiflora. And then down here I've got some of my Angraecum. This is my Superbum. This is my Linford White Beauty. This is my Magdalena, bloom sized. And then over there is the one that I got from Houseman recently. It could be a Cesspit squidala, it could be another Epidendrum, they don't know. It could be a Veichi. This one is Angraecum Veichi. And this, I think, is a crestwood, or it is, I think it's a crestwood. Here is my Stanfordianum, my very coveted bucket list Epidendrum species, which is used so much in hybridization. And then I've got some Stanhopias here that are putting out new growth. That you can see. There's another one. And yet another one here. This is an alga. So here's my Dendrobium tortillae. I thought I actually smelled the fragrance this morning earlier. Not right now though. I want to print this out, which is a cross, and I don't know what the name is, but it is Dendrobium farmeri, and that is crossed with, it's either densiflorum or thriciflorum, but it did bloom for me. You can see there's a spent inflorescence right there. And this is capable, as farmeri is, of reblooming off of oak canes. And I recently noticed there, you see that's an inflorescence, that might actually be two. And then there's one right there. There's one up there. And really, if you look around, there's a lot of them. Almost every stem has a little nubbin, so that'll be nice. This here is my Paphiopedilum red Martian, and it matured two growths for me, this one and that one. All right, here's my Dendrobium Hancockii. That nubbin there, actually, yeah, right there. And then it's got these two growths still alive. I need to get rid of that dead part. And then I've got some Angraecoids down here that I'll talk about in another video. Here's my Angraecum, no, it's an Eranthes grandiflora. And back there is my Phoenicea. And in front here is my Trichocentrum stacei, getting a lot of water. And right here is Epidendrum Parkinsonianum. You can see it's still putting up growths all over. Did not bloom this year for some reason. Here's my Dockrilla Schwannina. I need to cut off all of these alive parts and remount them on something else because all the rest of this is dead. I need to do that. And then this area over here is plants that have infestation. You can see the scale. I just need to spray them. But other than that, they're doing okay. Here's another Trichocentrum splendidum. And it is giving me a nice growth there, along with roots. And back here are some bulbos. And this is my manicore with all of these inflorescence around on the plant. Yay. There's my crematorium that I got from Josh. And over here is that lovely antelope hybrid. That's Tangerinum in discolor. It's interesting how the spikes emerge kind of in a curve. They all seem to do that. And next to it is Dendrobium terrinum, another big PNG, Papua New Guinea orchid. See how big it is. Beautiful flowers. Let's see, is there anything else? I do have a couple things outside of here, and then that's about it, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you remember to press the like button and subscribe, please. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, there's a couple things out here, and that'll be quick. It's my flagellaris, which is giving me some growths. Probably gonna bloom. And my nice roots. And here is Pyriformis, Encyclia Pyriformis, and then here is that Vanda hybrid. Here is my Trichocentrum lanceanum that I just got, and then here are two Cattleyas that I got from Peter Lynn. And then there's this one that I mounted not long ago. So, that's all there is, folks. As I said before, it's in transition. Still got a lot of moving around and other things to do before summer's in. This is my Hercoglossum that fared okay in the winter, still growing, as did my Cattleya luteola. Hopefully we'll see signs of life, new growth, something. But anyway, thanks for watching. And as always, enjoy your orchids.